Welcome everyone. I'm going to talk about the most recent Nintendo Direct that just happened because it was a pretty good one. They announced some pretty big games, at least to me some of them were big, and they announced some other updates to games and along with some other games, and I'm going to give an overview of everything, talk about each one a little bit, give a little bit of some, my opinions on some of them, not everything, and tell you the release dates and all that good stuff. So let's get into it. First, we'll start with some of the bigger ones, or at least what I think are the bigger games that were announced. The first off, they of the gate, Nintendo was like, boom, here you go, here's a big one. With Mario and Luigi Brothership. The Mario and Luigi series games are great. I'm super excited that there's a new one. They mentioned it in the video. It's been almost 9 years since they released a Mario and Luigi game. That's crazy. And the fact that they're, bringing it to the Switch now, that's awesome. I'm very excited for that. Cannot wait to play it. I guess it's Brothership because, well, one, Mario and Luigi are brothers, of course. And I guess it's like a sea adventure. They're going to be on a ship, blah, blah, blah. Probably the main way you'll get around to other, areas in the game, doing whatever you're doing. Of course, probably dealing with Bowser because it's always Bowser. Another thing that I noticed in the trailer for Mario and Luigi were that there are QuickTime events, which, some people don't like them, other people like them. For the kind of gameplay that Mario and Luigi is, it's turn-based combat. QuickTime events can add a little bit more action, I guess, to the game. You're already doing some QuickTime events whenever you're trying to time attacks and time blocks and dodges and stuff like that. So I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal. I think it'll be pretty fun. And the fluid animations and some of the attacks looked awesome. The art style was really good. I like the gradient that they had on their overalls. Like it was a lighter blue up top and it went to be darker. And of course, the game itself just looks great. And Mario and Luigi Brothership is releasing this year, November 7th. I'm so ready for that. That's gonna be my November game, probably. I'm very excited. Next one that looked really good to me was Super Mario Party Jamboree. We're finally getting like an actual Super Mario Party game again. So that one's going to be great. The online 20-person mode with all the mini games looks great. This one actually has like new boards that we can play on. There's new mini games and there's old mini games returning. It just looks like a really good Mario Party game, and that's what we needed, was another really good one. Super Mario Party, of course, was good, and I've dabbled a little bit with some of the other ones that are just more minigame heavy. Of course they're fun because Mario Party's fun and minigames are fun, but the boards on this one look fun, mainly for the racetrack one. That one looks awesome. That's a really cool idea. I cannot wait to play that board specifically. Super Mario Party Jamboree, it's releasing on October 17th, 2024. I'm very excited for that. I'm going to keep saying very excited a lot, unfortunately, because I am just very excited for quite a few of these games, actually. So, yeah, October 17th, 2024. Next one, this one was pretty huge whenever I watched it. This one got me very excited. The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Immediately, the way the trailer starts out is just Link being a badass, like he is. And then, he beats Ganon because you always gotta beat Ganon. Zelda's trapped up in that crystal, but Ganon gets defeated. The dark rift starts appearing. Link starts getting sucked in. Last little moment of heroism, shoots it with his bow, just freaking pulls up, shoots that crystal. Zelda's able to escape. She escapes the rift that keeps expanding, and they show in the trailer the rifts are showing up at other places and they're sucking up other parts of Hyrule, so hey, we get Zelda as the main character in her own franchise, finally. It looks great. The art style looks awesome. The world, it kind of reminds me of A Link to the Past, so I wonder if it's going to be connected to that one in any way. I'm sure it'll be connected to something in some way. I'm interested to see where it's at in the Zelda timeline, even though it's really convoluted and kind of like a, oh no, what are we doing here? But it's okay. It's going to be a great game. It looks super fun. The trailer showed off some of the new mechanics with the tri-staff or whatever it was that Zelda had, and she met the little fairy tri. That was cool. But that ability looks great, just being able to copy items and make echoes of them and then build them, like the beds and the boxes, and then the fact that you can get echoes of monsters to have them fight other monsters for you. It's going to be an interesting way to play the game, trying to find new stuff, find new ways to beat things. I can't wait to do a bed-only run where all I do is use beds. After I beat the game normally, of course. I'm going to try and challenge myself with this whole Echo thing because the mechanic seems really fun. Art style looks really good because I like that art style a lot. It's no Twilight Princess art style, of course, because that one's my favorite, but this art style looks really, really good. And we finally get to have Zelda save Hyrule. I'm so mind blown by that. Like, I know I already talked about her being the protagonist, but like we get to see her save Hyrule and Link. Hopefully, hopefully we'll see. I guess we'll see how the game goes, but we can only hope. And another thing with the Tri-Staff and the Echo powers and stuff like that is like there's just so much potential, like pretty much unlimited if Nintendo gives it to us. So I'm very excited to see how that all plays out. Just it looks phenomenal. And they also are releasing a Nintendo Switch Lite version that is coming out the same day. That Switch and The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom comes out September 26, 2024. That is way closer than I expected it to be, and I'm super pumped. Just like, let's go. And then the next big one, and this is the last big one, and I'm jumping all the way to the end here of this direct because finally we're getting it. They finally gave us some gameplay. They showed off a lot more of it. It's the new Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Finally here. It just looks fantastic. That starting music whenever Samus jumps out of the ship was awesome. Watching the gameplay, I literally stood up just like, yes, I can't wait. I just hope that they add in some animation similar to Doom. I want her to grab one of the things she's fighting with her free arm that's not the cannon arm, and then stuff the cannon into it, shoot it a bunch, put it in its mouth, something. I need some serious Samus ass kicking in this game, and it already looks like she's going to. And of course the morph ball looked great. And that villain they teased towards the end with the Metroids behind him and that awesome armor he had, he just looks cool. I'm so ready for this game. Everything about it looks so cool, and we're finally getting it in 2025, which I'm assuming is going to be when the new Switch releases, whatever the new version of it is, Switch 2, Switch Pro, Switch Plus, whatever they're going to name it. I bet it's a day one release for that new Switch, and it's going to be great. I'm gonna get that Switch and Metroid Prime 4 Beyond same day for sure. First game I'm playing on it. It's going to be just great. Alright, and now on to some of the other games that were announced, which there's some ones in here that I'm excited for. There's others that I just won't play, but I'm sure other people will play, and I'm sure they'll have a great time. Some of them were kind of like, what in the hell is going on? I'll get to that. But I'll talk about some of the updates too. Some games just got updates and stuff like that, so let's get on to that. So the first one I'd like to talk about is, and I'm just probably going to go in order here, Nintendo World Championships NES Edition. A lot of speedrunning and battle royale mechanics with a lot of the classic Nintendo games. That's coming out July 18th, 2024. I don't know if I'll play. I'll probably try it with some buddies if they want to play it. I don't know if I'll play it though. We'll see. After that, there's a new Fairy Tail coming out, Fairy Tail 2. There's no other subtitle or anything like that, just Fairy Tail 2, which is fine. I like the Fairy Tail anime a lot. I didn't play the first game, so I don't know if I'll play the second one. I definitely won't play it until I've played the first one, if I ever play it, because it's like a turn-based combat game. I just feel like Fairy Tail could be a really fun action game, so I like turn-based, but I just don't know if I can get around it for the Fairy Tail universe. But I mean, it does look good, so I hope the people who get it enjoy it, because it looks great, and it's coming out winter 2024, so you guys get to enjoy it later this year. Next is FANTASIAN Neo Dimension, which happens to be created by the Final Fantasy creator, and the music is also done by one of the very big named Final Fantasy composers, probably the main guy, the original, Nobuo Uematsu. That alone makes me want to try the game. Then I'll probably try it eventually. Not right away, but it looks good. And they said holiday 2024 is when this releases. So that's cool. Yay. Up next was there's a free update for Nintendo Switch Sports. It's basketball, so everyone can enjoy some basketball. Nintendo Switch Sports. That is coming out this summer sometime. That's what it said. So yeah, look forward to that this summer if you're really big in Nintendo Switch Sports and also really like basketball. Then you're probably gonna have a good time with it. It looked decent. I like Wii Sports games, well, this is Switch Sports. Sorry, I like the sports games Nintendo puts out. They're fun. After that, Nintendo announced Mio Memories in Orbit. It has a neat art style, but I don't know if I'll try it. But art style is really cool. Gameplay looked decent, but I play other other games and stuff like that. I focus on other games for Nintendo and my Switch specifically. So I'm sure whoever gets it will have a great time, mainly because of that art style. It was so good. That comes out in 2025. Up next, they had Disney Illusion Island, a new update that came out yesterday at the time of this recording. So yeah, it's out right now. Go give it a go if you play that game. After that, there was Hello Kitty Island Adventure. So hey, Hello Kitty fans, go try it. I know it's out on mobile. It looks very similar to Animal Crossing New Horizons to me. It's a timed console exclusive for 2025. After that was Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports. Finally a real sports game. Like, come on, finally. No, I'm just kidding. It does look fun, though. That comes out this fall. Again, don't know if I'll try it, but hey, Looney Tunes is always great. After that, there was an Among Us update. There's a new tracker crewmate where you can track people on the map, or one person at a time, probably. And they also announced the Phantom Imposter. Whenever they murder somebody, they go invisible. So that's cool. That update came out yesterday as well. After that, there was Farmagia, that's what it was. Farmagia. It looks like a freemier version of Pow World to me, except for you building up like an army of monsters to fight, and you can like fuse the monster together to make a bunch, or not a bunch, a big monster to fight other monsters. So, I mean, it's the art style of Fairy Tail being mentioned again, yippee, which I like the Fairy Tail art style, so that's cool. That was the most charming part about it, was its art style. I liked it. That comes out November 1st this year, 2024. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. I'm sad it wasn't a new Donkey Kong game. I like Donkey Kong games a lot, especially Donkey Kong Country games. Would have been even better if it was the very first Donkey Kong Country getting a remake. That would have been cool. The game itself does look really good, though. I never played Donkey Kong Country Returns, so I'm sure the HD version improved it in some ways. It does look really good, though. That comes out January 16th, 2025. After that, Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake was announced. The art style kind of blew me away. It was really good. I really liked that art style a lot. That was one of my favorite art styles throughout the whole Direct. Maybe my favorite. It looked so good. Of course, Dragon Quest games are pretty fun. I've only played a couple of them, but this makes me want to go back and try this one. This one is coming out November 14th, 2024. And right after they announced this one, they immediately shifted the character over to the other characters, and it was like, boom, hey, guess what? Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remakes are coming out in 2025. Next was Funko Fusion. For some reason, this is a game. I'm sure people will enjoy it, but it's just the Funko Pop versions of characters. September 13th, 2024 is when Funko Fusion comes out. After that, they announced Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Some HD and remake and remaster and all kinds of stuff going on this time. It's a great game, so that one's obviously worth getting, especially if you love Luigi's Mansion games. I mean, they're so good. But that comes out June 27th, 2024. That is next Thursday. That is awesome. I really want to get it right away. Probably won't, but I want to. The next thing that they announced was the weird thing in this for me, which was the new Denpa Men, whatever those are. They had some crazy suits on. They were doing some things that I wasn't sure what they were doing, but they were doing things. I don't know what they were, what was going on at all. That comes out July 27th. 2024. So yeah, if that looks interesting to you, tell me, once it's out and you've played it, tell me what you think. Come back to this video and tell me what's going on, because I didn't know what was going on. After that, they announced Metal Slug Attack Reloaded, which came out yesterday after the Direct. So that looked fun. Metal Slug games are pretty enjoyable. So if you like Metal Slug, hey, go try it out. Go enjoy it. After that was Darkest Dungeon 2. I don't have much to say about it besides July 15th, 2024. I've never played Darkest Dungeon. I've heard good things from friends and just people online. But hey, if you enjoy it, July 15th, 2024, go try it out. After that was Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack. So they announced like Zelda, A Link to the Past 4 Swords, and Metroid Zero Mission, Turok, Dinosaur Hunter, and Perfect Dark all came out yesterday for this new Nintendo Switch Online expansion. Also, they did the 17 Plus expansion. A couple of those games were the 17 Plus expansion, mainly Turok and Perfect Dark. But awesome games, awesome, great additions. I can't wait to play Zelda, A Link to the Past 4 Swords online with my buddies. That's going to be epic. Cannot wait. Also, can't wait to play Turok. I love Turok. And maybe I'll finally try out Perfect Dark, because I've heard great things about Perfect Dark. After that was Phantom Brave the Lost Hero. I would like to call it Phantom Brave, the lost hero of the frames, because wow, that was pretty framey when I watched the trailer. I was like, oh boy. That comes out in 2025. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. The only thing I could find about this release date was 2024, but that's awesome, because Marvel vs. Capcom stuff is super good, and it just... Now, the next thing they announced was Just Dance 2025. October 2024 is when that releases. Go enjoy it, Just Dance people. Go dance to some good music. Enjoy. After that, they announced Lego Horizon Adventures coming to the Switch, which is awesome. I love that. It looks super fun, and that's coming holiday season 2024. Lego games are just great, and Horizon's super fun too. So a combination of those things is probably going to be mind-blowing to me, honestly. And I'm probably going to love that game. So yeah, go enjoy it. Holiday season 2024. After that, they announced Stray is coming to the Switch a year later, a year after, because it was last year when it came out, I believe. But that's coming holiday 2024. I'm assuming it took a while to get over to the Switch. They probably had to get rid of a lot of textures from Stray, since it was a PS5 game, to make it run on the Switch. After that was Tales of the Shire for you Lord of the Rings people out there. That's coming holiday 2024 also. After that was Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. That's coming out September 6, 2024. After that was the 100-line Last Defense Academy. Anime style game. I was like, okay, here we go. All right. Anime style game. This is either going to look really cool or not. And then immediately there were cutesy monsters killing people and destroying towns. And I was like, I would not be scared of these monsters by the style of them. But Nintendo themselves said, hey, they might look cute, but they're dangerous. So I was like, okay, all right. They know. At least they know. They're aware of what these monsters look like. That's coming out in 2025. And to end it off, we'll go with some good old Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven. This game surprised me with its great frame rate. When I watched the trailer, I was like, wow, the frame rate looks incredible. Like, how did they pull that off? It comes out October 24th, 2024. So that was everything that was talked about at the Nintendo Direct. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment down below if you would like what your favorite announcement was. I'm assuming it's, for most people, will be like Mario or Zelda or Metroid. I don't know if Mario Party will be up there. It's up there in the top 4 for me, of course. But excitement levels for me, Zelda's number 1. It's probably a tie for number 2 for Mario and Luigi and Metroid 4, and then the Super Mario Party Jamboree was right after that. But yeah, leave a comment down below what you're most excited about that's coming out and that they announced from this Direct. Have a good one. Toodaloo.